Under the tactical revitalization led by Michael Carrick, Benjamin Sheshko has mutated into the Premier League's ultimate attacking weapon. The $73.7 million striker is terrifying defenses with an explosive blend of pace, power, and unprecedented goal-scoring efficiency. A goal every 55 minutes, 1.65 goals per 90, nearly doubling the output of his closest competitor. But here's the problem. He's doing all of this from the bench. Manchester United now faces a massive dilemma. How long can a generational talent averaging a goal every 55 minutes be kept as an impact substitute? How long before the $73.7 million investment demands to start? Before other clubs come calling? Before the tactical balance that's working so well is forced to change? By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how Michael Carrick unlocked Šeško. You'll see the tactical transformation that turned a struggling signing into the most efficient striker in England, and you'll discover why this success has created United's most expensive problem. But first, subscribe to Cyberboot right now, because we're about to break down one of the most dramatic player transformations in modern football, and let's expose how Carrick turned Šeško into a beast. Benjamin Sheshko arrived at Manchester United in the summer as the marquee signing. $73.7 million, the most expensive acquisition of the window. The answer to United's attacking crisis, because last season Manchester United's attack was notoriously blunt, a meager 44 Premier League goals. For context, that's fewer than Bournemouth, fewer than Fulham, fewer than teams fighting relegation. United needed goals desperately, so they executed a massive summer rebuild. Matthias Cunha for $62.5 million, Brian Mbeumo for $65 million, and headlining the window, Benjamin Sheshko for $73.7 million from RB Leipzig. 3 elite attacking signings. Over $200 million invested, and the expectation was clear. These players would transform United's attack immediately. But while Mbeumo immediately found his footing, racking up 10 goals and 3 assists, Šeško struggled. 2 goals in his first 17 appearances. For a $73.7 million striker, that's a disaster. The pressure was mounting. The criticism was growing. Questions were being asked. And then everything changed. Ruben Amorim was dismissed. Michael Carrick arrived as interim manager. And within weeks, Benjamin Sheshko looked like a completely different player. 6 goals in just 7 games under the new regime. Operating primarily as an impact substitute, he's propelled United to 16 points out of a possible 18. 4th place, hunting down Aston Villa in 3rd, Champions League football within reach. Today, we're going to break down exactly what Carrick changed, and why this transformation has created United's biggest tactical dilemma. Let's start with the numbers that prove Šeško is operating at a level nobody else in England can match. Because when you analyze the data for the 2026 calendar year, Šeško isn't just efficient. He's statistically the most lethal forward in the Premier League. 5 Premier League goals in just 273 minutes of play in 2026. That's a goal every 55 minutes. For context, elite strikers like Erling Haaland average a goal every 90-100 minutes. Šeško is scoring twice as frequently. The per 90-minute metric is the gold standard for measuring striker efficiency. And Šeško boasts an incredible 1.65 goals per 90 minutes. To put that into perspective, the next most efficient forward in the Premier League is Joao Pedro, who averages 0.86 goals per 90. Šeško is nearly doubling the output rate of his closest competitor. That's not just good, that's historically elite. But here's what makes these numbers even more impressive. His goals aren't stat padding and comfortable wins. His strikes are game-changing interventions. The late winner against Everton, the decider against Fulham, the equalizer away at West Ham. These goals have directly rescued 7 points for Manchester United. 7 points that could be the difference between Champions League football and Europa League. 7 points that justify every penny of that $73.7 million fee. Now let me ask you, is Šeško already the best super sub in Premier League history? Or does he need a full season as a starter to prove it? Drop your answer in the comments, because this debate is dividing United fans right now. But statistics only tell part of the story. Because what makes Benjamin Šeško truly special is the completeness of his game. At 6'5", he naturally possesses the aerial dominance of a traditional target man. He wins nearly 50% of his aerial duels. He's a constant threat on crosses. He can hold the ball up physically. But it's his elite athleticism and tactical intelligence that make him a modern phenomenon. Devastating transition speed. Let's talk about the goal against Everton, because this single moment encapsulates everything that makes Šeško terrifying. United win the ball in their own half, the counter-attack is on, Šeško is 70 yards away from goal, he starts his run. 8 seconds later, he's in the box finishing calmly past the goalkeeper. 70 yards in 8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 35.3 km per hour. But here's the detail that shows his class. He starts 2 meters behind James Tarkowski. a seasoned Premier League centre-back who knows how to defend transitions. By the time they reach the box, Šeško is 2 meters ahead. He's outpaced a professional defender over 70 yards, and arrived perfectly balanced to execute a calm, cultured finish. That's not just pace, that's elite athleticism combined with composure. Against deep defensive blocks like Burnley and Fulham, Šeško relies on subtle double movements. He feints to drop deep, drawing the centre-back with him. Then, the instant the defender commits, he spins in behind. This creates split-second separation, and in congested penalty areas, split-second separation is all you need. Clean headers, first-time strikes, goals from nothing. This is intelligent movement. This is understanding defensive psychology. But Šeško isn't just a finisher. He's highly effective between the lines as a creator. Against Chelsea, he dropped deep to receive a goal kick, one touch, a perfectly weighted flick on. Bryan Mbeumo is through on goal. The Chelsea goalkeeper is forced into a red card tackle. Game changed. United win. Similarly, against Brighton, Šeško received the ball with his back to goal. One touch to control, one touch to turn, one perfectly weighted assist to Mbeumo to seal the game. This is the complete number 9. Pace, power, aerial ability, movement, hold-up play, playmaking. At 22 years old, Šeško has it all. But here's the twist that makes this story fascinating. All of this dominance, all of these goals, all of this efficiency is happening from the bench. Šeško isn't starting matches. He's coming on as a substitute. And that's created a tactical dilemma that could define Manchester United's entire season. Because while Šeško is tearing defenses apart in 20-minute cameos, Bryan Mbeumo is thriving as the starting striker. 10 goals and 3 assists, consistent, reliable, proven. And Michael Carrick has built a fluid attacking system that relies heavily on Mbeumo's agility and tactical consistency. It's a formula that's winning games, 16 points out of 18. So the question becomes, do you change a winning formula? Let's talk about the tactical headache Michael Carrick is facing. Because this isn't just about picking his best striker, this is about balancing 2 completely different attacking profiles, managing a $73.7 million investment, and maintaining the momentum that's driving United toward Champions League football. Under Carrick's interim leadership, United's attacking system is built around fluidity. Mbeumo starts centrally but drifts wide. Cunha cuts inside. Movement is constant. The system is working. It's creating chances. It's winning matches. And changing it carries risk. Because when you're winning, any change can be perceived as unnecessary tampering. But here's the counterpoint. Keeping a $73.7 million investment on the bench is fundamentally unsustainable in modern football. Šeško has scored 3 goals in just 98 minutes, specifically under Carrick. He's overflowing with confidence, fully adapted to the intensity of English football, delivering a return on investment that demands recognition, and sooner or later, he's going to demand to start, or other clubs will come calling. Carrick now has 2 high-value attacking stars competing for prominence. Balancing Šeško's sheer explosiveness with Mbeumo's tactical consistency will ultimately define whether United can secure Champions League football this season. Does he start both? Does he rotate based on opposition? Does he stick with the winning formula and risk alienating a $73.7 million asset? These are the questions keeping Carrick awake at night. Now, let me ask you, if you were Carrick, would you start Šeško immediately? Or would you stick with Mbeumo and keep Šeško as your super sub? Comment your tactical decision below. I genuinely want to hear how you'd solve this problem. So here's the truth about Benjamin Sheshko's transformation. Michael Carrick didn't just unlock a struggling signing. He turned him into the most efficient striker in England. A goal every 55 minutes, 1.65 per 90, game-changing interventions, complete striker profile. But success has created a new problem. How long can United keep a generational talent on the bench? How do you balance 2 elite strikers when the system is working? These are the questions that will define United's season. And whatever Carrick decides, one thing is clear. Benjamin Sheshko is a beast, and he's not going back to the bench quietly. Now I want to hear from you. Should Šeško start immediately? Or is he more valuable as a super sub who changes games in the final 20 minutes? And here's the bigger question. Can United actually fit both Šeško and Mbeumo into the starting opponent? Or is one of them destined to leave? Drop your tactical analysis in the comments right now. Let's debate this properly. If this breakdown changed how you see Šeško's transformation, subscribe to Cyberboot immediately and turn on notifications. Hit that like button if you think Šeško deserves to start. Share this with any United fan who's frustrated by Carrick's selection decisions. This is Cyberboot. See you in the next one.